Welcome into a brand new episode of the Jake Boucher Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this one is a very, very exciting episode. As you can tell by the title, I went viral on TikTok. I did. First time ever. Super pumped about it. We're going to get into the whole story about the entire scenario and how it came to be. And the fact that that post is still blowing up to the second. So if I check my phone, it's just constantly just new notifications. So I kind of wanted to set the scene. Actually, before I get into what you guys came here for, I do realize I am wearing a Kentucky sweatshirt with a North Carolina hat. I noticed that right before I clicked record, and it's just, I'm not changing out of this hat. I don't know. There's the hat of the day, and I'm not putting on a different one. And also, one more thing. I know the lighting's not the best, but this is what you got to deal with. I don't have any special like ring lights or anything like that. So for the time being, it's kind of like a makeshift studio. So the scene, okay. So Sunday, it all began on Sunday, December 12th was the day. So just a quick backstory. I post on TikTok every single day. And I love posting on TikTok. It's one of my favorite things to do. I just have so much fun creating content, posting content, and just seeing like what works and what doesn't. I love playing around with different forms of content. This particular Sunday, so I watch football every single Sunday, and it was about like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, you know what? I don't feel like filming today. What can we do to create content or put a TikTok out there? So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just go through my camera roll, see what we have on that. And I remember thinking of the particular video that I posted. I remember I thought of posting that a few days prior, but I didn't give it any other thought until Sunday when the moment like struck. I was just like, oh, that'd be a great video to post on TikTok. So I went back way in my camera roll 2 years, back when I was in college with my friends, and I found this video that we did back in one of the first weeks of our senior year. And it was a prank on our buddy who was in the Air Force. Well, he wasn't in the Air Force at the time. He was in ROTC at school. And we pranked him a lot. So, and he just took it like a champ. So much respect to you. The prank was perfect. It was perfectly, when we did it at the time, it was hilarious. Everything went according to plan. And as you can tell in the video, I will link my TikTok in the description for YouTube and the podcast platforms as well. So you can find the video down there. It'll be on my pinned on my profile. So the video was absolutely perfect. The way it was recorded, my roommate was taking a nap. We played an air raid siren, and that woke him up, and he absolutely flipped out. So you can find the full video, like I said, in the description. But the thing was, it was just all spontaneous. Me posting that video, I just like, I post every day, so it's just like kind of like habit. So I found that video. It's just like, okay, let me just put this out there. Let me find a title for it. Let me think of how I could reel people in. How can I make this shareable? How can I make this so people would want to share this video with their friends? And so I pretty much spent 4 minutes on it. I basically just did a quick few edits, added the title, which was we pranked our Air Force roommate with an air raid siren with like a laughing emoji. And then like right after that title went away, after like 5 seconds, I had watch until the end pop up on the screen for about a second and a half. And that was it. And then it was like a 24-second video. And it just, went from there. Like, I remember I checked Sunday night to see how I was doing. And I posted it at like 2:40 on Sunday afternoon. And I checked Sunday night at about 8:30. And I had like 87 likes and like 4 comments. But I had like 1,200 views. So I was like, that's different. I have gotten videos that have gotten like over 1,000 views in the first few hours. But they normally had more likes than this particular video. They usually had like 100 to 200 likes at that point in time. And then they kind of just died out after that. But this one was like different. I had a different feeling about this one right off the bat. Actually, before I posted it, I don't know why. I had a gut feeling that like in all honesty, I had a gut feeling like this might be like a special video. Like this has a potential. Because TikTok's all about watch time. They want to keep people on the platform as long as possible. And they're going to push out a video to more people if they rewatch it, they share it with their friends, they're just going to keep pushing it out. So this one was like very intriguing to me right off the bat, even before I clicked post. But when I checked before I went to bed, it was like 1,300 views already. Okay, this is something, potentially something. And then we flash forward to the morning at about 8:15. And I check again. It was at 25,000 views. I was like, okay, like, what's going on here? I had gained about like 15 new followers at the time. I thought I was like king shit. You know, a few hours pass. I check again, and it was up to like 79,000 views. I was like, holy shit, this is my first viral video, isn't it? And I just remember just being like so happy. I was fucking pumped, to say the least, because I've been working towards a video like this for so long, and it just so happens that it's been in my goddamn camera roll for 2 years at this point. And I waited, I guess you could say it was the perfect time. So I waited 2 years to finally post it, and it's just been incredible to see what has transpired from that simple prank we did with my friends back in college to see where it is now. I still can't believe it. I mean, the notifications 3 days later are still nonstop. It's just absolutely wild. If I go on my phone right now and I just keep refreshing notifications, it's just gonna keep popping up new notifications. It's absolutely crazy. So the last time I checked, it was at over 1.5 million views in 3 days. 1.5 million. And it hit like 1.5 million a few hours ago, so it's probably closer to 1.6 million at this point in time. So 1.5 million views in 3 days. Just absolutely crazy to me. It was one of those moments. I did a TikTok yesterday when I hit 1 million views. It was one of those moments where it's like, you don't ever feel like it's gonna happen to you when if like going viral. It's just one of the, I'm scrolling on TikTok all the time, seeing all this like small creators and these people going viral, getting big videos all the time. It's one of those things. It's like, is that possible for me? Is it possible for me to go viral, or is it not? And it just doesn't feel real that I had a video that went viral. It doesn't feel like it should have happened to me, but it did. But there's always something in the back of my head that told me I was gonna have a viral video, and not just one viral video. I was gonna have, just a crazy amount. I think this is just like a launching point now. I'm super confident in my ability to grow this following, not only on TikTok, but my other platforms as well. I think it's only going to benefit all of them. I just got to be smart about integrating all of my platforms. I got to be more consistent. It's a long story. I'm in the process of learning right now of how to go about everything, how to monetize my social medias, that type of thing. So it's absolutely crazy. It's kind of like, to be honest, I think it's life changing. It may not feel like it right now, but I think I'm gonna look back 6 months from now. I'm like, that was a life changing video. That video changed everything for me. Because 6 months from now, like I'm thinking I'm gonna be growing even more at that point. Like, I think this was just. It was like there was a lid over here's an analogy. It was like there was a lid over the rim of a basketball hoop, and I kept just missing. I just kept throwing up shots, and I just kept missing. And then finally, the lid moved a tad bit, and I was able to shoot and put it and score. And I feel like that lid has just opened up a little bit more. I feel like it's gonna be easier for me to find these types of videos from this point forward. I'm not saying it's going to happen all the time, but I'm saying it's going to happen a little more often. I have a better idea of how to post, what what people want to see, that type of thing. It's all just a learning experience for me. I think like I said, I'm going to look back 6 months from now, I'll be like, that was a day that changed my life. Like, I don't know where I'm going to be at 6 months, but I could be in a situation where I'm making great money off of my social media channels. I could be in that situation. I could be in a situation where I'm using my social media platform to blow up my podcast. Like, I could be in those situations. I could be in the situation where companies are messaging me with brand deals. I just could be in those situations. That's why I'm thinking I'm going to look back at this video as the turning point in my life for another income source, per se, and for fame, or I don't want to say fame, for eyeballs on me that I otherwise wouldn't have had on me. So it truly, truly could have been the changing point of so many things. Like I already mentioned, going viral, it can happen at any time. I think it's more like kind of like the more unexpected videos that go viral. I mentioned that I had the gut feeling that video potentially was something special, but it was just the happen at any time part was like I had that video in my camera roll for 2 years. 2 years. And I just posted it a few days ago. So that part of things, like it could happen any time. Like I had no idea I was sitting on a viral video until I actually posted it. So if you're, oh my God, like it's TikTok, it's where you gotta be. It's where you gotta be if you want to grow a following. It's the best platform for organic reach. I've mentioned that before, and there's still a good amount of time left on that platform for this type of organic reach. I don't know. I'm no expert, but I could see it being another 12 to 24 months of this type of organic reach. So take advantage of it while you can. That's something that I have not done in my social media career so far, content creation career. I remember telling my parents back like 4 years ago. Back then, I just didn't know what the hell I wanted to do with my life. And I remember telling them back then, like, oh, I'm going to make so much money off social media. Like, I'm going to be a social media influencer. Like, I'm not going to like work a real job. Nothing like that's not going to be me. I remember telling them that. And at the time, like, I didn't know how the hell I was going to get there. And I truly still don't know how the hell I'm going to get there. Actually, I do, but I have a better idea, I should say. But back then, dude, I was just like, I was too full of myself, I think. I made some $70 off of a blog post 4 years ago, and I thought it was the shit. And I just felt like, I'm probably going to make like $100 from each blog post from this point forward. But that didn't happen. Like, obviously it didn't. So that's one of the things. I was just so full of myself back then. I thought if I did it once, it was just going to keep happening right after that. And I'm not going to make the same mistake with this video. It could be 5 months before I get another viral video. Like, who knows? It could be another like week. I don't know. So it's just something I'm going to be very, I don't know. I'm going to be very optimistic, and also at the same time, I'm going to be very patient. Because I know with due time, I will be growing this following on TikTok and other platforms. Slowly, methodically, in a way. But also at the same time, it might grow fast as can be. So I'm just saying this might have been the video that changed my life for the better. One thing people, let me say this. People, you don't realize how negative some people can be until you get attention. So, for example, on this video, there's I would say 99 out of 100 people were, laughing, had commented with like, them laughing or saying something funny or that type of thing. But then there's also the 1 out of 100 or maybe even like 1 out of 50 who are like, this isn't funny, this is stupid, like those types of people. Negative. And you getting DMs from people who watched your video, like just out of the blue. Like I got a DM last night that was like one of the harshest things anybody has ever said to me, especially on the internet. It was the harshest thing anybody has ever said to me. And I should have known right off the bat because I saw the notification on Instagram for a DM, and the name was Taliban. So I should have known right there that it was not going to be a fun message. And it wasn't. It was very cruel, actually. So I had to block that person because it's just like, God damn, like you must really hate your life. Like that's what it is. When people are hating on you, there's something that's going on in their life. They're trying to reflect or deflect their anger and sadness out of their system and try to put it onto someone else. They're trying to harm someone else. They're trying to make someone else feel bad about themselves because they feel bad about their self. That's how I see it, and that's kind of how I dealt with that comment. And as you know, if some of you may know, I have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, so I obsess over things like that. And I had a few moments last night where, I had a few minutes last night where I had to like really ground myself and just like, kind of reaffirm to myself that those words from that person don't mean anything. It's just it's a reflection on them, not a reflection on me. And it's so far, and since then I've been fine. So, but yeah, I obsess over things like that sometimes. Sometimes it can get really bad, but I'm much better at handling it. So yeah, I'm expecting more of that type of thing. The bigger I grow my audience and my following, and the more big videos I get, I'm expecting obviously more people to DM me or have hateful comments, whatever the case may be. That's to be expected. So that's something I'm gonna take with a grain of salt, and then I'm gonna be ready for it. And I'm not gonna fight back because that does no one any good. Doesn't do me any good. So that's where I am at. So yeah, to wrap this thing all up, I mean, just a crazy last few days. I mean, it just didn't feel like it would ever happen to me getting a viral video, but here we are. One of the wildest few days of my life. Again, you can find that video in the description down below by clicking on the link to my TikTok profile. It'll be the first pinned video. I'm pretty sure you'll notice it because it will have a lot of views. But all in all, I mean, this just motivates me even more to create content, create funny content, create content that can help somebody out. It's definitely a motivating factor because I don't want to just get one viral video. I want to have multiple. I want to grow this thing up. I want to be able to build up my brand. One of my big goals I've had for so long is to build a personal brand that I can be proud of. And I think I'm on that track. So I'm just really excited, very motivated. And I'm not gonna let people get to my head. Like, no, I'm not letting haters hate on me because what do successful people say? The more successful you are, the more haters you have. I don't think that's like exactly what they say, but it's in that ballpark. The bigger following I get, the more haters I will have. So that means I'm doing something right. So anyway, just super pumped, and I'm ready to keep chugging along and keep putting out videos. But actually, before I go, I always forget to say stuff. It's so crazy. Before I go, I'm actually gonna be reposting that same exact video. I'm thinking Sunday. Whenever this thing starts dying off, like less people are liking it, less people are following me from it, less people are commenting. Whenever that starts dying off more, which I'm thinking will be tomorrow or Friday, I'm gonna repost it on Sunday. That's the goal. I wasn't reposting on Friday because I thought this thing was gonna be not getting as many notifications or engagement as it like yesterday. I thought yesterday was gonna start dying off a lot, but it didn't. So I'm thinking this weekend Sunday I'm gonna repost that video, and because you're supposed to repost videos that go viral to see if they can catch that same magic again, and a lot of the times they do. So maybe I'm gonna repost it and see if it can go viral again. I'm hoping it does. I'm gonna change the wording a little bit potentially. I'm gonna add a call to action at the end. I had no call to action, so I'm gonna try to have people follow me at the end with something that they can relate to, or I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm reposting that puppy, and we're gonna see if I can catch the same magic, the lightning in the bottle again. Try to milk this thing because it gets shown to a completely different audience again when you repost it. And also there's this cool trend going on TikTok right now where on TikTok ask you to repost your most viral video of 2021. So it's perfect timing. So I'm just gonna repost that for the trend. Like, boom, done. So anyway, that's all I got. This is a super exciting time for me because it's something I've been working towards for a while, and now it's finally here. Just the beginning. And the thing is, just got to keep plugging along, because when people get a viral video, when a lot of people get a viral video, they just kind of stop after. They kind of like, oh, that's it. I might get hateful comments or something, which is why they stop. But not me. I'm going to keep chugging along because I love posting on TikTok. I love creating content for TikTok. It's a passion of mine. Why would I stop if it's something I love doing? So thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Give this a thumbs up on YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to this podcast. That would mean so much to me. Leave a review. Subscribe on YouTube. I forgot to say that. Hit that red button down below if you're watching this on that platform. And I know Spotify just rolled out a video feature for Spotify. So you can, if you're watching this on Spotify, shout out to you. I appreciate you. Do the same thing. Subscribe, leave a review. Follow the podcast. Helps a lot. And thank you all so much. 2022, January. I got some exciting podcasts coming out with a few guests. And I think in this upcoming year, we're going to have more and more guests on the show. So super pumped. Get ready. Hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. I'm not sure when the next episode is going to be. I think this might be the last one in 2022 or 21. And then we're on in 2022 with more guest episodes. So I appreciate you. Y'all stay safe and healthy. And I'll see you in 2022.